11 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to the Thunderdome in Chicago, Illinois. It is Monday night, and it is time for some Simulation Football League action. The 5-1 Chicago Wildcats welcome in the 4-2 defending champion Alaska Storm. Again, we are in Chicago, Illinois. My name is Rich Bratchard. I'm your play-by-play commentator tonight. Sitting next to me in the booth, Troy Gaines. Troy, how do you see this one going?
Well, I see this should be a very close contest, but I want Alaska's O-line to give Ron Cochran time in the pocket and open up holes for their running back, especially their newly acquired running back. We'll talk about him later. And they also need to play ball control offense to keep Chicago's offense off the field. Wow. Can Ash Odom and the Chicago Wildcats get their running game going and take pressure off of E.T. King? And defense need to force Ron Cochran to throw INTs, and their offense need to capitalize off Alaska's mistakes if they can make them. We'll see what happens.
Both of these teams played really close in their last games. Vancouver came within 2 points of Alaska, and Alaska came out with a win there. Chicago, again, Atlanta within 3 points of Chicago, but Chicago pulls out the win. But kickoff is coming up. You are with the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. And we are getting ready for some action. Two prolific quarterbacks, I think I could safely say, Troy.
Yes, you can. And one of them is ranked number 1 in passing yards per attempt, and we're going to see him on the field first.
So Alaska will kick off to start this thing off, give Chicago the ball here at home. And we are underway here in the Thunderdome. And that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. That's what happens when you've got a contract kicker. Aaron DeHood for the Storm puts a foot into it, puts it in the end zone. So here come the Chicago Wildcats on offense. And let's talk a little bit about that offense. At the quarterback spot, again, we talked about E.T. King, number 9. Halfback, Ash Odom. Wide receivers, Corey Carter, Chase Earl, Buchanan Simons, and J.C. Torres. And the tight end is Shan Varner. Going to start off right up the middle with enough room to get the first down, and he lays a shoulder into that defender, Ash Odom. A gain of 15, first down to 10.
And I think that will be the key of Chicago's offense. Can Ash Odom get going? And as we talked in the pregame, he's basically just a few yards away from reaching a huge milestone.
Yes, he is. And, he's real close. So here's first down at 10, empty backfield, 4 wide plus a tight end. Looking to throw E.T. King and under pressure and sacked. Let me guess who that might be. Believe that was big, sexy Alex Dominguez. Big tackle there, a big sack there. That is his 6th sack so far on the season.
Yeah, he was able to do a great job block shedding and get to E.T. King. If he didn't get him, that defender that was blitzing was going to.
Looking to throw E.T. King downfield over the middle. That one's complete. All the way down to the 48. That's enough for a Chicago first down. Buchanan Simons hauls in the first completed pass of the day.
And he had 8 receptions, 137 in last week's game over Atlanta. He is the receiver that actually does a huge amount of damage after he makes the catch, 22 yards per catch. Amazing weapon.
So back on first down in Alaska territory. E.T. King rolls left a little bit, dumps it off to his check down, makes a couple moves. Is able to get 5 on that one. Corey Carter on the reception, 2nd and 5.
And great job by him making sure that he made that catch before he started moving. Even though he did went backwards, he at least gave Chicago a good positive gain on this down and distance.
So now 2nd and 5. Back in the shotgun, E.T. King with 2 wide left, 1 on the right. 3 down linemen for the Storm. They're going to rush 4. Throws it left. That one's complete to a wide open J.C. Torres. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think if I was Chicago and Shan Barner, I would challenge that, and they will.
That's right. That's right. I didn't even question it.
The home team.
Thought he was far inbounds there. Let's see what the replay shows us. As ref 62 gets under the hood here. He was wide open on that out route.
Yeah, good job by him. And he looks like he had 1 foot in. That was his right foot. We'll see if ref 62 agrees.
After review, the play stands. The pass
Oh!
No. Wow.
The home team will be charged.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
And that's big.
So Chicago gets charged with the timeout for failing that challenge.
3rd and 5. They have to convert here to keep this momentum going.
So 3rd down and 5 now. Back in the shotgun, same formation. Except we're going to send 2 to the right this time. Long snap count. E.T. King pump fakes once. Going to go left to his running back, but he can't keep his feet in bounds to advance it upfield. Actually going to lose one on that for Ash Odom. 4th down and 6, and that'll force a punt.
Yeah, I feel bad for Ash Odom. Couldn't keep both feet in. And I know a certain running back that wore red and white that couldn't do it last night. Anyway, that incompletion definitely set them back, and I think ref 62 basically halt the momentum of this drive.
So the punt is away. It'll come down right about the 10-yard line and get returned up to the 14. And that's where Alaska will start their opening drive of the game at their own 14-yard line, 1st down and 10. And the Alaska Storm offense comes out on the field. Number 3 quarterback, Ron Cochran. The rookie running back, this week's signing, E.J. Minson. Fullback is J.W. Doyle. Wide receivers, Robert Merrill, Jeff Como, and Optimus Klein. Up under center, Cochran with 2 backs and 2 wide. Hands it off, goes right up the middle, makes a couple men miss. E.J. Minson on his first carry of his career gains 5, 2nd down and 5. And there you see the list of this week's signees, brand new to the league. They were not involved in the league last week, and this week they're on the field. So you folks that are new out there, make sure you get into our Discord. Go to simulationfl.net. Check out our Discord link. Get involved in this, and you can be on the field next week just like these guys. And look at that move.
And
just like Minson once again.
Just like him. He already making an impact, replacing a guy who was a 3-time champ in Stanley Lordelis. And you see why Mighty RX, the coach here, Max Paul, wants this guy on his team. Look at those spin moves. Great job making the catch out of the backfield, protecting the ball, and getting the 1st down.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Storm. E.J. Minson making his presence felt here early in his opening game. 2 wide right, 1 wide left, 2 backs. Going to hand it off to J.W. Doyle this time. He's going to gain 2, 2nd down and 8 now.
And J.W. Doyle had the lone touchdown in the game for offense in last week's game versus Vancouver. He had 51 yards rushing and 3 receptions for 12 yards in the win.
That was a tough game.
Unfortunately, I understand.
Drops back, or no, hands it off to Doyle, and he is stopped behind at the line of scrimmage. Big hit by Blake Craze.
And
down at 9. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. J.W. Doyle must be crazy thinking that he can run sideways against Blake Craze. Good job by him, hunting him down, tackling for a huge loss. Can Alaska convert here and extend this drive?
Yeah, you can see the league leaders there in tackles, and Blake Craze is on top of the total tackles by quite a margin, by 10 at 87. Nice pass and nice moves after the catch. Reception there by number 89. That's Jose Galliano. 1st down, Alaska.
And a sign of a championship caliber team is that everybody, whether you're a star player or a role player, can make big plays, and that's Galliano's mark in this game. He made a great play there to help extend this drive on that 3rd and long. But also on that graphic, Who else is on that top 5? Clint Hendershot, who's also playing for the Chicago Wildcats defense.
Right up the middle goes Minson. Gain of 5, second down and 5 now.
Well, that was actually Joshua
That
Paul, the
yeah.
backup running back. They had both running backs out there, and they're making great plays here.
Single back, 2 wide left, 1 wide right for Ron Cochran. Ball sitting at his own 48, drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket, dumps it off to his running back, and there's going to be no gain. Minson just couldn't turn his momentum upfield. Bring it 3rd down and 5.
And that's one thing about Ron Cochran that can help out Chicago. He makes, he attempts to throw some of the dangerous passes in the league. He threw across his body. He was very lucky that Minson was all by himself, and Minson couldn't keep his feet in bounds. So good catch by him anyway.
So 3rd and 5, 2 backs, 2 wide for Cochran. Sitting in the pocket, throws it over the middle. That's complete. That is enough for a 1st down to the Chicago 40-yard line. Complete to Jeff Como. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And when you start questioning his, decision making as a quarterback, Ron Cochran fires a bullet to Como there. Great pass by him.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Empty backfield, throws it downfield. That one is complete in traffic. Nice pitch and catch there from Cochran to Optimus Klein. All the way down to the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10, Alaska.
And great catch by the 6th-season vet for Alaska, all 6 years with Alaska. He only had 10 yards receiving last week against Vancouver. He's well over that on that catch alone.
So 1st down and 10 in the red zone now for the Storm. Going to send trips to the right. Single receiver left. 4 down for Chicago. Drops left, going to go to the back out of the backfield. That was Minson this time. It's going to get 1 on that 2nd down and 9.
And great open field tackle by Maurice Spurgeon. He also had backup, but Spurgeon was the first guy that stopped Minson from getting more than 1 yard. That's going to be important for Chicago. Can they cover the running backs of Alaska if they are the ones catching the ball out of the backfield?
All right, there you see the chat on the 11 Sports Next Twitch channel. If you want to get involved today, make sure you get out there and get in the chat. Interact with everybody on both teams. There's people on both teams out there in the chat. Just watching the game and interacting. They'll talk to you about how to get involved in the league. Just get out there and ask questions, folks. Give you some shout outs here. We've got Mighty RX, Iceman, Gervin 44, Minson Mind, Drek 900. That one goes left, and that's enough for a 1st down. Optimus Klein once again down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. 1st down and 10, Alaska. Mark Pimello is out there also. Who else have we got? Doug Day. AJ Pick 6. Bunch of you guys out there. Appreciate you joining us.
And I believe Doug Day's your teammate, isn't he?
I think he is. Had a good game last night. Fakes that handoff, steps up in the pocket and hit. Incomplete. Hit him just as he was getting rid of the ball. Knocks Cochran down. Incomplete. 2nd down and goal now from the 6.
And great job by the DN, Chris Sinereski, with that pass breakup from Cochran there, helping Chicago, maybe stopping the momentum of Alaska. We'll see if they can.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Single back in shotgun formation. Fakes that handoff, drops, goes to the right, tipped and incomplete. Trying to get to the corner of the end zone, but A.J. Barnes says, no, I don't think so.
So he had a tackle earlier in this drive, and he almost had an IAT opportunity there, but he decided to get the safe pat down. Hopefully that won't come back to haunt Chicago, because I thought he had pick 6 if he just read it a little bit better.
So 3rd down and goal now for Alaska, sitting at the 6-yard line. They send trips to the right again. Single receiver left. It's Minson in the backfield. Looking to throw, sits in the pocket into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete, and that will force a 4th down and a field goal.
And that was intended to the running back from last season. That was he's now the wide receiver, Robert Merrill. He's back at the wide receiver position, but he spent time at running back last week. Couldn't make the catch, and Alaska has to settle for 3.
So this will be a 23-yard attempt for Aaron Dahoud, who is 13 for 13 so far this season. Hold is down, the kick is up and good. So with 2:56 left in this first quarter, Alaska takes a 3-0 lead. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Back here in Chicago, Alaska gets on the board first with a field goal from Dahoud. And the score stands at 3-0. Rich Pratchard and T-Roy Gaines here with you for this one. And they're going to bring this one out of the end zone. And does not get it back to the 20, stopped at the 19-yard line. And Chicago will take over there, 1st down and 10.
And you see Corey Carr. You see why Chicago relies on him. He entered today's game with just 711 yards as a kick returner. And, of course, he added on to his total after the last 2 returns there.
You see the graphic on the screen there. If you got to check it out, make sure if you're new to the chat, get out to our website, simulationfl.net, and click on the Discord link. Get into Discord. Check out the information channel, and check in on the introductions channel. Get involved, and you too can be on the field. Hashtag from couch to field. So 2nd down and 7 now after that 3-yard gain. Looking to throw, going to go to the back, out of the backfield. It's Ash Odom. He's only going to gain a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 6 now for the Wildcats.
And here's an important drive. A 3rd down for Chicago. They definitely want to extend this drive and not give Alaska any momentum and give them a chance to extend their lead. We'll see if they can convert here.
They go to the shotgun. E.T. King looking to throw. He's got 3-man rush coming at him, and that one's incomplete. Boy, he threw that into triple coverage. Dangerous throw, brings up 4th down and 6.
And there's a guy in chat's name, Iceman Gerber, number 44. That's Ryan Davidson, the guy who just did the pat down there. Almost had a pick 6, went right through his hands. And believe it or not, make a little short story there. He was 44 before, but he changed to 27 in honor of his favorite basketball player, George Gervin, the Iceman.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
So standing back at his own 7-yard line. And the punt is away. Comes down to the 40-yard line. Return gets out past the 45 to about the 47. And Alaska will be back on offense, but we'll take a 30-second break and be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports Net. All right, Alaska back on offense after forcing a 3-and-out on the Chicago offense. Cochran under center with empty backfield. Got 5 wide, drops back to throw, throws deep down the field over the middle, tipped, knocked down, could have been intercepted, but just did not haul it in. Incomplete.
And great job by Jesse Fick getting in the way of Optimus Klein there. But like you said before, he couldn't come away with the pick. And unfortunately, there's the saying goes, that's why they play on defense, because they can't make those catches. But I'm sure Jesse Fick will be ready the next time he gets the opportunity.
Yeah, he's got 2 interceptions on the season. Could have added another one right there, that's for sure. Everybody in tight, 2 backs in the backfield. Cochran to pass. Going to go out of the backfield to Minson, but he is stopped quickly by Blake Craze.
And it looks like Chicago has adapted to the game plan of Alaska. They know they want to get Minson the ball early and often as a receiver out of the backfield. There's been at least 2 or 3 defenders getting ready to meet him as soon as he make the catch.
Trips to the left, single receiver right. Cochran to throw.
Oh!
Deep downfield, and that one is knocked down once again by Blake Craze. 4th down for the Storm.
Great job by the defense of Chicago making this a 3 and out. But it looks like Cochran had Minson wide open to his right. Decided not to throw his way, and Craze almost had an INT opportunity there.
Hunter standing back at his own 32-yard line to punt this one away. A minute left in the first quarter. And we are only at 3-0 here between Alaska and Chicago, and that surprises me, T-Roy.
Yep, and as you see the upcoming broadcast schedule, but both teams' defenses has been doing a great job here in the first quarter. We'll see if that changes or that continues in the second quarter.
So yeah, you see that here Monday tonight. Tonight at 9:30, make sure you're back here. Tallahassee at Atlanta. I believe that is the fan night game of the week. Tallahassee at Atlanta here, 9:30 Eastern time. Make sure you're right back here on 11 Sports. Going to go deep down the right-hand side. That one is caught, but incomplete. Could not keep his feet in bounds, trying to get it to Buchanan Simons. Brings up 2nd and 10.
That was really close by Simons making that catch, but they're going to challenge it.
Shan Varner's going to challenge it again. There you see the graphic. Buchanan Simons is number 4 in receiving yards so far this season. But you see who number 2 was there, though. Optimus Klein. Optimus Klein was 689, and Buchanan Simons was 640.
Now here's
see where he gets his feet down.
Oh, that's a bad challenge.
Yes, it was. I don't think that one's going to be successful either.
And Chicago will be out challenges.
Pass was incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
They can't challenge anymore for the rest of the game. It has to be from the booth from now on.
So Chicago has lost their second challenge, and that's another timeout gone. So they have 1 timeout left in the half. And we're not even out of the first quarter yet, Troy.
Yeah, and an important part, wait till you get to the second half. There's something they want to challenge. They got the hope that the booth would challenge it for them. We got to wait and see.
So 2 backs behind E.T. King. Hands it off right up the
There
middle.
we
Plenty
go.
of room. Puts a shoulder down and gets the first down. Ash Odom with a good run up the middle.
And I think if Chicago's going to get Ash Odom on fire, on track, they need to let him be the bell cow today instead of the receiver out of the backfield. I believe that's the second time in today's game he ran up the middle for over 10 yards. They need to just give him the ball as the bell cow and wear out Alaska's defense.
Gonna go heavy set, 3 backs in the backfield, single receiver to the right. Hand it off right again up the middle again. Ash Odom, he had a little bit of room there, got 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
And this has been an off season where running backs basically exchange teams. We know that last night, the former Chicago Wildcat, Grayson Willis, was the running back for Queen City, who Ash Odom was originally from. So we'll see if they can see if Ash Odom can do it.
All right, that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Alaska 3, Chicago 0. We will take a break and be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on 11 Sports is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House. Brought to you in part by Fuel, Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And by Media Tech Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, United by Drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. Going into the second quarter here, Alaska 3, Chicago 0. Very low-scoring game so far, kind of a defensive battle, Troy.
Yeah, and defense has done a great job against the offense. We'll see if that's going to change right here.
E.T. King hit while he throws, and oh, wow, almost picked off. Dropped right in the hands of, looks like number 75, Charles Walker III. But I also think, like they showed there, Andrew Francis was back in the area too.
Yeah, great job by the defense of the Storm. We'll see if they can stop Chicago right here and force them to punt.
3rd down and 6. Going to go empty backfield for E.T. King. Looking to throw. He's got pressure coming. He's hit, and he is sacked. Alex Dominguez with his second sack of the night, all the way back to the Chicago 24-yard line.
And poor Tony Harrison, number 62 of Chicago. He was the one that was swinging gate, but it's hard not to be one when you got Big Sexy basically coming after you as soon as you snap the ball. Harrison's going to have to do a better job stopping that guy. Otherwise, E.T. King's in huge trouble.
I don't know if have we talked about this yet? Alex Dominguez is number 1 in sacks in the SFL by like more than double the next person in line. Dominguez has 140 and a half sacks in his career. And the next closest is under 70. He is just a machine over there on the defensive line.
And if he's not in the Hall of Fame, he should be.
So Alaska 1st down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Single back for Ron Cochran. Drops back to throw, throws it deep down the middle, and it is complete all the way down to the 41-yard line. Optimus Klein gets open, and it's dangerous when he gets open.
Yeah, Optimus Klein is more than meets the eye. He used to be a tight end. He converted to wide receiver and he can still make great plays in spite of the fact that there's two defenders wearing black ready to pounce on him as soon as he makes the catch. Great job by him as they are already in Chicago's territory.
Not the 41 of Chicago, first down and 10. Trips to the right, single receiver left. Cochran with a short drop, throws it over the middle. That one's complete in traffic. How did he pull that one down? That's enough for a first down. Robert Merrill on the reception.
And the reason why he's able to pull that down because he got great concentration. Again, he used to be a running back, but he previously was a wide receiver. And you see why Max Paul, Mighty RX, wanted to keep him there at wide receiver because of great plays like that.
Empty backfield set, goes deep down the right-hand side, caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Optimus Klein and the Storm.
Well, there is a phrase that all of us like to say now, and that is getting mossed. And that's what happened here. Optimus Klein mossed number 26, Mr. Jesse Bick, as he makes that catch and then walks in the end zone shortly after. Great drive by Alaska, and I guess the tide is turning. The offense is heating up for the Storm.
Storm starting to look like last year's Storm that, not to use it again, to storm through the league last year, won the championship. Starting to look back into regular form here. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So the Storm tack on 7 more with 9:16 left in the half. Alaska 10, Chicago 0. Stick around, we'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Alaska drives down, and a pass to Optimus Klein into the end zone extends their lead to 10-0. 9:16 left in the half. Rich Pratchett and heroic gains here with you for this one. Kickoff into the end zone, and Chicago will try and get something going and get on the board.
And as I was saying at the end of the first quarter, we'll see if Ash Holm can continue his momentum that he's gained over the first quarter with those yards up the middle, because eventually he's going to wear out that defense, and then they can have him run stretch plays, force the Storm's defense to chase him. We'll see if that's going to happen.
In the shotgun, E.T. King drops back to throw, throws deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man, and no, could not keep his feet in bounds. Incomplete, trying to get it to J.C. Torres.
And again, the challenge bug has bitten Chicago. That could have been a potential challenge there from Shan Barner, but he already used both of them, and the booth agreed with the refs. He was out of bounds.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. In the shotgun, trips to the left. King drops back, throws it down the middle, tipped and incomplete. That tip drill could have been dangerous there. Andrew Francis on the defense.
Yeah, the pass was intended to Buchanan Simons. They're trying to get him involved as soon as possible, but he only had 1 catch so far in today's game. Very important 3rd down. You don't want to fall behind the 3-time champs. They are the champs for a reason.
In the shotgun, E.T. King on 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Has time, throws it right, and drags his feet, gets that one in bounds, but he's short of the sticks. So that's going to force a 4th down. Buchanan Simons hauled it in, but just didn't get out where he needed to be.
Yeah, they actually needed that play on 2nd down to make this a 3rd and 4 instead of a 4th and 4. Great job by Alaska Storm's defense, and we get to see Robert Merrill get a chance to really give his team great field position on after this punt.
Oh yeah, this one's mine. This one's mine.
So Alaska forces another 3 and out here for the Wildcats. Short return out to the 38. Make sure you go out to the go out to social media. Sorry, I was trying to say something and lost it. Make sure you get out to social media, all the social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're all at Simulation FL. Get out there and like us on your favorite social media outlet. Andy Hamilton working hard to get content out there for us. Got a penalty on the play. It's going to be an offside, and that is complete, however. Enough for a 1st down. Looks like it is out to the 50-yard line or close. Complete to Jeff Como.
Neutral zone infraction, number 98, defense. The penalty.
So that offside is going to be declined. And the Storm get a 1st down. I haven't talked about any defensive players yet today. Troy, let me go over the guys on Chicago here. The defense for Chicago, number 59, the inside linebackers, Clint Hendershot. Number 96, the outside linebacker, Blake Craze. Talked about him quite a bit so far tonight. Cornerbacks are Greg Gaines and Jesse Vick. Free safety is Maurice Spurgeon, and the strong safety, A.J. Barnes. 2 receivers left with a tight end. Single back, drops back to throw. Cochran right over the middle. That's complete. A spin move, gets the 1st down. Nice move by Robert Merrill to get a couple extra yards.
And you see why he was a running back last season, because he can make spin moves like that. Good job by him going inside slant, wide open. The inside linebacker, Blake Craze, was focusing on someone else, and that allowed Merrill to get inside and make the catch basically uncontested for that 1st down.
A.J. Barnes was there to make the tackle, but that spin, Merrill gets out and gets that 1st down. Nice move. Going to hand it off right up the middle, and he is hammered. Tried to get J.W. Doyle some room in the middle, but Clint Hendershot was flying in there.
And Clinton's living up to his namesake, Hendershot. He definitely hindered the progress of J.W. Doyle and shot him before he got back to the line of scrimmage. Great open field tackle by him.
Everybody in tight this time for Cochran. 2 backs in the backfield. Going to go to Doyle, going to left-hand side around the outside.
Block.
He's got some room across the 30 and close to a 1st down. Come up 1 yard short, 3rd down and 1.
Now, last season, we used to have a sponsor for a block of the game, and I need to give that to the rookie running back today. E.J. Minson did a great job with that block, decleating his guy and allowing Doyle to get 9 yards.
Looking to throw. Cochran on 3rd down. Throws right. That one is complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Jeff Como on the catch. Cochran in the 2nd quarter already at 162 yards passing.
And I think the huge difference between Alaska and Chicago right now, the wide receivers are making the plays for Alaska. They're making sure that their feet are in bounds. They're doing a great job running the routes. They're making the catches, while Chicago's, unfortunately, it's been the opposite for them so far. But this game is not over yet.
Cochran to throw on 1st down. Goes right through the hands of the receiver. Could not pull it in. Trying to get it to Minson out of the backfield, but he just couldn't hang on.
I'm sorry, Minson, I gave you the commentator's curse. I just praised you 2 plays ago, and unfortunately the ball went through your hands on that one, but he's still having a great job, doing a great job so far here in his 1st game in the SFL.
2 wide right, 1 wide left. Drops back to throw. Short drop, goes left. That one's complete to Optimus Klein, and he is forced out of bounds by Jesse Vick. Gain of 8, 3rd down and 2.
In Chicago, this is important third down for Chicago. They want to force Alaska to settle for 3 here. They don't want this lead to get out of hand. Right now it's at 10, potentially go up to 17 if they score here. We'll see if the defense can rise up to the challenge and stop the storm right now.
Got one receiver in the slot to the left, 2 backs. Cochran with a short drop going left. That one's complete. And that should be, no, they're going to say he came up just short of the sticks, threw it to the tight end, Holmes.
6'5", 253-pounder couldn't get his other foot in bounds, basically. Good catch by him, but he fell short, and they have to settle for a field goal now.
Aaron DeHood comes out for a 28-yard attempt. Kind of a chip shot for him. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 5:53 left in the half, and Alaska takes a 13-0 lead over Chicago. We'll be back after 30 seconds. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Out across the 20, spin move gets him a couple more, out to the 24. And the Wildcats will go back to work, trying to march this swing into the end zone for the first time tonight.
Now, Chicago's offense has been very prolific. They've been averaging 31 points per game, but right now it's a goose egg. We'll see if they can get their running back, wearing number 22, the ball more and help ignite this offense.
It's a power I formation behind E.T. King. Going to go to Odom to the right-hand side. He makes a spin and gets a couple. Man, he was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that was a vicious hit. I couldn't make out the number to do that, just brought the pain, but Champion is the one highlighted there. You don't want him tackling you there. Let's see if Ash Odom can shake off the cobwebs after taking a vicious hit.
Three backs behind E.T. King. Single receiver to the right. Going to go to Odom again on the right-hand side. Lowers his shoulder and gets the first down, but then is just leveled by Ryan Tobin. But it is enough for Chicago first down and 10 from their own 37.
Yeah, well, Ryan Tobin definitely helped his boy out, but Francis was the one who's on the receiving end of a shoulder charge that you don't want to be in line to receive. Oh my God, what a hit by Ash Odom, and then good job by Tobin knocking Odom out.
Gonna go to Odom again up the middle, and he's got room again. Gets it out past the line to gain for another first down out to, I think, the 49-yard line. 48-yard line, first down and 10. And Troy, I'm confident in saying this now. We weren't sure exactly the exact yards that he's got, but Ash Odom has definitely gotten enough yards now. He's gone over 8,000 yards in his career so far tonight with those runs.
Oh!
see what happens?
Commentator's curse.
That's right. He gets dropped for a loss. Loss of 3 on that one, brings up 2nd and 13.
And Pierre Lyon was the guy who dropped him for a loss. Good job by him, but congrats to Ash Odom to go over 8K for his career.
Looking to throw this time, E.T. King. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle and still gets knocked down. Incomplete. Could not get that one to his receiver. Knocked down by Julianne.
And Jason Julian, we call him JJ for short. Good job by him with the pat down, forcing Chicago in a third and long situation. Definitely a passing situation. Ash Holm should not be seeing this ball right now, unless it's as a receiver out of the backfield.
Trips to the left, single receiver right, drops back to throw. E.T. King into
Dangerous.
traffic, and incomplete. That was a very dangerous throw, trying to get it to Simons, but forces a fourth down.
Yeah, fortunately, the inside slant was not the route Simon should have took on that play. There was 4 defenders ready for him as soon as he even got a chance to touch the ball, but the ball was nowhere near him. Thus, Chicago has to punt.
So another punt from Chicago, victory for the Storm defense. For those of you out there just, taking in your first SFL game, or maybe been watching the SFL a short time, this is a user-involved league. So get out to our website. You can see there on the screen, your next opportunity to sign as a rookie will be Wednesday. So on Wednesday, you can sign with a team on a rookie, and you can be on the field next week participating in these games. So get out to simulationfl.net, click on the Discord link, and get involved. Fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, incomplete. Nice pass breakup there by Clint Hendershot. Incomplete, second down and 10.
And that pass was basically a Texas route going to J.W. Doyle, but good job by Hendershot. It looks like he has J.W. Doyle duties today. He's been, wherever Doyle gets the ball, Hendershot's ready for him.
2 wide left, single right with the power eye behind Cochran. Has time, throws it left. That one's complete to Doyle, and he gets held up and stopped after a 4-yard gain. Brings up third down and 6.
Now, I know it looked like Doyle struggled to turn upfield, but good job by him at least making the catch and get 4 yards. So it'll make it a little bit easier third and 6 here. We'll see if Alaska can convert, or can Chicago stop him and flip the field position.
Back into the power eye for the Storm. Cochran to throw, going to go to the right-hand side to Doyle again, and he gets stopped, and he thought he was going to get out there and get that first down, but he is just leveled. Fourth down and 2.
And it was a great open field tackle by a guy whose last name I love, Greg Gangs. Good job by you stopping J.W. Doyle, because that was a J.W. Doyle featured drive, and Greg Gangs put a halt to it right there.
So the Storm are forced to punt. And good coverage by the Storm punt coverage team. Brings it back to the 40-yard line, and the Wildcats will go back on offense, first down and 10. Let's talk about the Storm defense this time. Haven't mentioned those guys yet. You've heard his name a few times tonight. Big defensive tackle, Alex Big Sexy Dominguez, number 69. Inside linebackers, Frank Champion. Cornerbacks, Ryan Davidson and Evan Carroll. Free safeties, Ryan Tobin, and the strong safety is Andrew Francis. E.T. King to throw, goes to the left. That one's complete to Odom. He's got some room, gets the first down, breaks the tackle, gets it all the way out to the Alaska 39-yard line. Good run after catch by Odom.
And I believe he had a nice block down the field by Sham Barner. No, it was by Sammons. Sammons was the sacrificial lamb on that one, but he helped clear the lane for Ash Olin to turn upfield and get into Alaska's territory. Great job by Chicago's wide receiver, basically blocking down the field and give Ash Olin room to roam.
2 wide left, 1 wide right, 2 backs behind E.T. King this time. Looking to throw, has time, goes deep down the left-hand side. That was tipped and incomplete. Trying to get it to Simons, but he just could not get it through Evan Carroll. Brings up second and 10.
And you don't want to test Evan Carroll. He is a monster, and he was the guy who basically gave Alaska the win last week with the pick 6. Definitely a very valuable player, and the reason why Alaska is still the 3-time defending champs.
Had to bring that up, didn't you?
Oh, don't worry. I feel bad for my team yesterday. Still
4
angry.
wide this time. E.T. King going to go to Odom out of the backfield. He is wrapped up quick, but he breaks that tackle, gets the first down, breaks another tackle, and gets it down to the 22, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Alaska 13, Chicago 0. We'll take a break and be back. This is the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. Back here in Chicago, Wildcats trail the Storm 13-0, but the Wildcats are moving. Down at the Alaska 22, first down and 10. Ash Odom putting some work in this series.
Yeah, he's wearing down the defense. See, that continues.
That catch is complete, or that pass is complete to J.C. Torres. Gain of 4, second down and 6.
As you see, the passing yard leaders, we talked about this during the pregame. Number 1, actually, he's number 2. Is he number 1? Yeah, he's number 1. E.T. King.
Yep, E.T. King number 1 and Ron Cochran number 3, passing yards on the season. So, expect to see that ball flying around today, that's for sure. 2 wide left, 1 wide right in the shotgun, E.T. King. Plenty of time back there, throws it to the right. That one is caught, but incomplete.
Oh.
Could not drag the toes trying to get it to Corey Carter.
Now, I'm kind of shocked that Chicago hasn't targeted their new wide receiver, the 6-foot, 180-pounder in Chase Earl. He was targeted once. That was earlier in the first quarter, but he hasn't been targeted since.
Trips to the right, single receiver left. Empty backfield for King, under pressure, steps back, and he's hit and sacked. Brought down all the way back at the 27-yard line, and they are going to give that one to Charles Walker III.
And Charles Walker is so shocked that he got a sack away from Alex Dominguez. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He didn't want to celebrate there. Great job by him putting a halt to this drive. And I was kind of shocked that after the 2-minute break that they didn't feature Ash Odom because he was wearing down the defense for sure.
I agree. It's going to be a long field goal attempt here. 44 yards for the kicker, Jesus Garcia. Snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up. And that one is good. So Chicago gets on the board with 1:05 left in the half. Alaska 13, Chicago 3. And I agree with you, though, Troy, that I'm surprised they didn't keep Ash Odom going after they got a bunch of yards out of him, both running the ball and receiving.
Yeah, he's basically doing what I thought would be the key to the game for Chicago, is basically helping out E.T. King with his tough carries. He was laying down the pain against the linebackers and secondary of Alaska Storm, which will benefit Chicago in the second half. But Chicago cannot be kicking themselves in the butt by not letting him get the ball. As we see a nice hit by number 87 Chicago on Robert Merrill.
Clotheslined him, I think.
Well, this is Monday night. There's a certain wrestling program going on right now. Guess he was feeling it. Trevor
he was
Driver.
Confused as to where he was. That's what it was. Alaska comes out with 1:02 left to work, 3 timeouts, 10-point lead. Alaska will come out and receive the kick in the second half. That catch is made there for a 9-yard gain, second down and 1. Cochran gets him back out the line quickly. Drops back and hands it off.
Oh!
And that is a hard hit. Again, Blake Craze comes out and puts a hit on J.W. Doyle, but he does get the first down.
Yeah, he may have gotten the first down, but Blake Craze must be Sonic the Hedgehog because he was running from the his right to the left to meet J.W. Doyle and stop him from getting any more yards. Good tackle by him.
So everybody in tight. 2 backs behind Cochran. Looking to throw, going to go out of the backfield, and that one's complete. It's a 4-yard gain to Holmes, the tight end. Hurry up mode. Goes right this time, and that one is also complete. Another short gain, 3rd down and 3. E.J. Minson on the catch again. Going to go right trying to get it to the tight end, and he just could not hold on to it.
If Holmes is not careful, he's going to be going from his position as a tight end to a linebacker for Alaska because you're supposed to catch that. You are an offensive player. You got to work on them hands, my man.
Especially when you're in hurry-up mode, trying to put something on the board before the end of the half.
Yeah, that
stops the clock with 17 seconds left.
And that was an easy first down, too, if you would have caught
was.
that.
Under pressure. Gets the punt away. Comes down at the 15, returns it out to the 17. And Chicago will only have 9 seconds left. And they may just be happy to run the ball, run the clock out, and get in the locker room and regroup and make some adjustments, Troy.
Yeah, and the only unfortunate thing is they also will not have any challenges in the second half. So anything crucial that needs to be challenged for Chicago, Shane Varner won't be able to do it. So Chicago has to take advantage of their opportunities big time, like right here.
Ash Odom gets another big run.
Sign up and use a timeout.
But they are not going to use a timeout. They're just going to let it go to half. So here at the half, it is Alaska 13, Chicago 3. And let's take a look at some stats here. Time of possession, Alaska has had the ball for almost 5 minutes longer. And you can see that in the passing yards, 196 passing yards for Alaska, 22 rushing yards.
And Rich, what I said earlier, the game for Alaska, that's what they're doing. The key to the game for Alaska is play ball control offense and basically keep Chicago's offense off the field. They are doing that successfully so far, but also I need Chicago to not forget about their star running back. Feed him the ball. Feed Ash Odom the ball. You got him in the offseason for a reason. Let him bring the pain and wear out the defense of Alaska and get yourselves back in this game.
You see the stats scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You saw just a little bit ago that Ron Cochran has 196 passing yards so far on the day with a touchdown. Tobin with 6 tackles and Blake Craze for the Wildcats with 5. And then there's that Alex Dominguez stat, 2.5 sacks in the first half.
He is a sack machine, and the O-line of Chicago is going to have to make huge adjustments to keep their quarterback upright.
So here we are getting ready to start the second half. Again, Rich Pratchard, Troy Gaines here with you from Chicago, the Thunderdome in Chicago. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on 11 Sports, whether you're watching on the Twitch channel or whether you're watching on some other outlet on TV, DirecTV or Zumo or Pluto or however you're watching it. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to the SFL, get out to our website, simulationfl.net, and click on the Discord link, get involved, check out the information channel, and introduce yourself. And you could be out here on the field next week for the games. Lots of rookies getting involved. Trips to the left, single receiver right, single back behind Ron Cochran on first down. Going to go to Minson out of the backfield, and he is going to get 5 yards on a first down, 2nd down and 5. Let's take a break, throw it back to the studio, and the commissioner, Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Rich. Well, what a night for San Francisco's Gabriel Manning. In the first half, he had 127 yards on 8 receptions and a touchdown. He also returned a punt for a touchdown. The Sharks defense has 6 sacks and up on St. Louis 24-0. Back to T-Roy and Rich in Chicago.
Nice run on 2nd down. Gets the ball out to the 39-yard line. J.W. Doyle with a good run. And San Francisco's laying the hammer on St. Louis tonight.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of a butt whooping myself, and it doesn't feel good. But St. Louis is going to have to find some way to claw back into this game if they want to get the W over San Fran, who's on fire right now.
Going to the right, that one is caught, but out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for the Storm.
Now, I don't know why my fellow Gaines there was pointing to the scoreboard, because the scoreboard is not in his favor right now. But good job at least making sure that he didn't make the catch. But we should not be taunting until you at least get the lead here, Mr. Gaines.
4 down for Chicago, 2 backs and 3 wide for Alaska. Ron Cochran with a short drop to throw, going to go to Doyle out of the backfield.
There you go.
He is met at the 39-yard line, gain of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Gain of 4 because of Gaines stopping him from getting more yardage. Good job by him that time. Come on, Gaines. Already made us look bad yesterday. Don't make us look bad today.
Trips to the left, single receiver right this time for Cochran in the shotgun, empty backfield. 3rd down and 6 at their own 43. Plenty of time, throws it over the middle, and it's picked off. Threw that one into traffic, and A.J. Barnes comes down with the pick.
Yeah, ill-advised throw. This is what was one of the keys of the games earlier in the game. You want to force Ron Cochran to throw INTs, and that's what happened. Good job by A.J. Barnes cutting in front of the receiver, getting the INT, and give Chicago great field position. But now they have to convert this into 7 points. Don't settle for 3. Get a touchdown and basically cut this lead down to 3.
Single back for E.T. King. 4 wide. Alaskan man coverage, throws it left, and that one's tipped and incomplete. Dangerous throw. That one could have been picked off as well, but it just incomplete. 2nd down and 10. There you see the list of the new rookies this week that are on the field. You see a couple of them that are involved in this game tonight. And that could be you. If you're new to the league, make sure you get out. Like I said, get out to our website. Click on the Discord link, simulationfl.net. Click on the Discord link and start chatting in our Discord channels. Get involved. You can be on the field next week from couch to field. That's what we're about. Nice catch there by Shan Varner on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
And I believe that's his first reception of the game. He only had 1 catch last week. He's basically a great star tight end that doesn't get enough attention from his QB for some reason. I will throw it to Shan Varner a lot more, especially since he's 6'6", the tallest receiver on their squad.
So 3rd down and 3. Power I formation, 2 wide left. E.T. King to throw, throws it over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. Trying to get it to Simons, but tipped and knocked down. Forces a 4th down and a punt.
And it's also add insult to injury. Simons got destroyed right after that tip drill by Alaska. So not a good pass thrown there. And as you said, Chicago has to settle for a punt. Not the drive that they were, not the result that they wanted on this drive. We'll see if the special teams can pin Alaska deep in their own territory. Look out. Ooh.
Again, under pressure, almost blocked. Both teams bringing the heat on these punts again. And this one is slides into the end zone, almost downed it there at the 1. But that'll be a touchback, and Alaska will have the ball at the 20-yard line. Stick around to 11 Sports after this game at 9:30 Eastern Time. Tallahassee at Atlanta. That is the fan night game of the week. For you folks that are just new, the fans and the players in the league vote every week on what game they want to see on Monday night. And that's what we call the fan night game of the week. Mike Daggs and Matt Wilson on the call, and that one's tipped around and almost picked off. Ball's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Alaska.
And the guy who cost the INT last possession, almost gave up another one. This one, Mark Myers, couldn't make the catch, and unfortunately, tip drill went unsuccessful. Even Greg Gaines had a chance to pick it off, but he couldn't do it, making this a 2nd and 10. That could have been a huge momentum shift for Chicago if they would have picked that ball off.
I formation behind Cochran. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. 4 down for Chicago. Looking to throw, sits in the pocket, throws it over the middle, back to Myers, and that one's complete. Gets it out to the 29, brings up 3rd down and 1.
And that's why Ron Cochran is the 3-time defending championship quarterback. He knew that Mark Myers was struggling a little bit. His confidence may have been down a little bit after the last 2 incompletions towards his way, but he went right back to him. Say, no, I'm giving you another chance. You're going to get us this 3rd and short here. Good job by Ron Cochran giving it to Myers there.
Going to Doyle, bounces it to the outside, and he gets it up for a 1st down. That was dangerous. He came 2 or 3 yards back into his own territory there.
But he's smiling. Yeah, you see that smile on his face. You know he got away with murder there. That was very dangerous. He had the 1st down, decided to do his best Barry Sanders impersonation, coming back outside, but still got enough for the 1st down.
Looking to throw, plenty of time. Cochran goes left. That one's complete. And that's enough for a 1st down. Optimus Klein gets it out to the 44-yard line. Tackled by Jesse Vick.
And here's the replay, but that pass was almost intercepted by I believe that was number 27. Nope, not number 27. I take that back. By Maurice Spurgeon. He almost had the chance to pick that off, but that pass was too tall for him, and Optimus Klein was able to get that catch easily.
So there you see the chat on the screen. If you're watching this one on the big screen on your TV, on one of the media outlets, get over to Twitch TV and go to the 11 Sports Next channel and join in on the chat and chat with all the players, or some of the players, and owners and managers and broadcasters, everybody in the chat there. Lots of people. Daggs, looks like Mike Daggs has joined us now. He's got the next game coming up. Mighty RX, Ice Gervin 44, C Roland 84, Optimus Klein, Minson Mind, everybody in there chatting it up. So get out there and join in. That one is complete, but just short of the 1st down. Optimus Klein does drag his feet, though, and stay in bounds.
And goes over 100 yards receiving once again. A very valuable target. It's 3rd and short. Chicago has to stop him here and force Alaska to punt. Let's see if the defense can step up to the challenge and stop him right now.
Two backs for Cochran up under center. Everybody in tight. Drops back. Short drop. Throws it right. Tipped and incomplete. Threw it behind Myers, and he just could not pull it in. And 4th down and 1 now, and that'll force another punt for the Storm.
Yeah, while he did throw it behind Myers, Myers was on that ball. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But anyway, they look like they're going to go for it here. Let's see if Chicago can stay disciplined and stop them.
So Alaska lined up to go for it. Two backs. Gonna hand it off. Going to Doyle to the left-hand side. He's got the 1st down and more. Down across the 40 to the 35-yard line. Stopped at the 36, actually. 1st down and 10, Storm.
And what a clutch run by J.W. Doyle to get that 1st down and extend that drive. And this is another time-consuming drive by Alaska. They had at least 3 or 4. This is the 5th one. And they are melting this clock away with basically 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Chicago has to get off the field and get their offense the ball right now.
You got a fullback like J.W. Doyle, and you've only got a yard left to go. It'd be hard-pressed not to go for it. Short drop, throws it right. That one is complete. Spin move to the inside, gets him maybe another yard. Robert Merrill on the catch, gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
And he's one of the shortest receivers on Alaska at 5'11", weighs 210 pounds. And he was a running back. You know, a running back that was that height and weight that made catches like that played in the other league, Marshall Falk. And that's what Robert Merrill reminds me of.
Going to the right-hand side, J.W. Doyle, and he breaks a
Look at that
tackle.
tackle.
Finally forced out of bounds at the 13-yard line by Blake Craze. But that's another first down for the Storm.
And J.W. Doyle does not care about your no-flex zone. He just flexed on him after he just shoved off Barnes right there. Oh, my God. And then was able to get that first down. He's starting to heat up. He's starting to, get that swagger. He never lost it. He's starting to get even more swagger. He's about to wear out the Chicago defense if he gets the ball again.
Everybody in tight for Cochran this time. Short drop, looking to throw, goes left. That one's complete.
Whoa!
Complete to the left tackle, I believe.
Marsh Charles. I only saw this in the preseason. Alaska decided to do it in the regular season. This was folks, if you just now joined us, this was happening all preseason. I think I even said it. Please use this in the regular season. So Mighty RX, thank you. I love you right now. You're my hero.
And he's always got some surprise to pull out. Gonna go to Minson, trying to get up the middle, and he fights for another yard, but does not quite get the first down. 3rd down and inches. Stopped there by A.J. Barnes.
And I think Alaska's very happy to get Minson on their team. He's been very productive on his very first game in the league. Alaska's going to be in good hands on offense with their 2 starting running backs, Minson and Doyle.
Going to go to Doyle to the
Look
left.
at that block, too.
Slips between defenders and gets the first down. First down and goal at the 2.
And they may not replay it, but Minson once again had an excellent block. Decleared his defender and allowed Doyle to get that first down. And while they didn't get the touchdown, guess what's happening? That clock is continuing to melt.
Going to go to Doyle again to the right-hand side, and he's fighting, but he only gets about a yard. No, they're going to stop him right at the 2. Good tackle by A.J. Barnes. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Doyle had the lane. His leading blockers gave him room to get into that end zone, but Barnes had the closing speed needed to stop Doyle in his tracks.
2 wide right. Power I formation behind Cochran. Going to go to Doyle right up the middle, and he is stopped again. He does get a yard, but that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 1.
And Owens is kind of excited there. He, had to cock his arm back or something there. That was an awkward celebration, but he made a nice tackle. But the sad part is it's 3rd and goal, and the times continue to melt. Chicago got to stop him right now.
Minson to the left.
Oh, what a hit!
Just outside. Oh, man, Maurice Spurgeon kept him out of the end zone. 4th down and goal. And if the ball moved if the ball moved a half an inch, it'd be across the plane, T-Roy.
Yeah, if I was Alaska just to put a kill shot in, I would have gone for it. But they decided to go for a field goal. We'll see if they can just extend their lead.
So 17-yard attempt should be no problem for Aaron DeHood. The snap is blocked.
Nice block!
The snap blocked by Chicago. Bad snap. And Chicago blocks that one. Wow. All right, folks, it is 13-3, Alaska over Chicago. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. All right, after the blocked field goal attempt, Chicago is back on offense. Ball sitting at their own 15-yard line. Handed to Ash Odom, and he just lays a shoulder into the defender. That was Ryan, as it Barthian paid the price.
And Barfian may be barfing after that, taking that hit. Good hit by Ash Odom. And that's what Chicago needs to do. This game is not over yet. They can still give Odom the ball and basically wear out the defense so they can set him up for a big pass down the field later on.
Ash Odom up the middle. He lays a shoulder in, breaks a tackle, and almost breaks another one, but does get the first down. First down and 10, Chicago.
And here's the replay. And I want to, unfortunately, put a spotlight on one of their blockers right there, 73. If he would have stayed on his feet a little bit longer, he would have gotten away from Big Six. He got in his way and allowed Ash Odom to take it downfield, potentially for 6. But still, Chicago's moving.
So 2 back, single receiver to the right. E.T. King hands it off to Ash Odom again, and he's going to get 3 on that one. Second down and 7. And I didn't mention this during the hysteria after that blocked kick, but that was DeHood's first miss of the season. He was perfect up until that point.
And I think we gave him the commentator's curse because I think we mentioned that earlier in the game.
Did, yeah.
But great job by Chicago. That block was huge for them. They had to convert, though, and get a touchdown on this drive.
Deep downfield, incomplete. Almost picked off there by Evan Carroll. Brings up third down and 7.
They are definitely trying to get their leading receiver Simons the ball a lot. It's just haven't been successful because the secondary of Alaska they have been on point so far. But one of these throws, Chicago's going to nail it and get themselves back in this game. We'll see if it's right here.
5 wide for King, drops back to throw. Plenty of time, goes deep down the middle. That was complete. Down to the 41-yard line. Nice catch there by J.C. Torres, and a good throw by E.T. King.
Double move worked out. Inside slant, got Carroll thinking he's going to go to the outside. And Torres went inside, was able to bend down, make the catch, and extend this drive.
So Chicago down into Alaska territory at the 41-yard line, first down and 10. Get one more playoff before the end of the third quarter. 4 wide, single back in the shotgun. E.T. King goes deep down the right-hand side. That one's complete in traffic. Nice pitch and catch to Corey Carter. And that is a first down and 10, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Alaska 13, Chicago 3. Chicago driving. We'll be back after after a break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. It is the fourth quarter here at the Thunderdome in Chicago. Rich Pratchard and T. Roy Gaines here with you. Chicago driving in Alaska territory, trying to close this lead up. Goes to Odom, and he is hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, still going across the 20, down to the 15, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Great run. That was just sure will by Ash Odom. First down and 10.
And he's 6'1", 230 pounds, and you know it's going to be harder to stop a monster like Ash Odom. Good job breaking that first tackle. I thought he's going to be tackled for a loss, but he had the intestinal fortitude to break that tackle and get the first. And this is a prime opportunity. Chicago has to score here.
So in the red zone at the 12-yard line, E.T. King with 2 backs, single receiver left. Hands it off to Odom again, and why not? He only gets a yard this time. 2nd down and 9.
And this probably been one of the few times I wish Chicago would have won a stretch play to the right because they had open field to the right side. Maybe the next opportunity they get, they will do that.
Back to the shotgun for King. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Looking to throw, has plenty of time, goes into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! Nice toe drag by Corey Carter to keep that one in bounds.
And Chicago cashes in on that blocked field goal attempt, so this is going to be a 10-point swing with this extra point pending here. And unfortunately, the Iceman couldn't come up hot on that play. He missed it. Couldn't do the pat down. Corey Carter with the great swaglicious catch for 6.
So Jesus Garcia with the extra point attempt here to cut the Alaska's lead to 3. The kick is up and it is good. So again, with 9:53 left in the game, Alaska 13, Chicago 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is going to be a wild ending. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on 11 Sports Network is brought to you in part by Nation's Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help secure the bag. By ScoreStream, official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel, and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by SpyGoat, dedicated to the craft of audio. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. You know, I'd try and spell that, T-Roy, but the last time I tried, I tripped on it, and I never heard the end of it from Mike Daggs, so I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah, I think he gave us the broadcaster director's curse, so we will leave that inside joke right there.
Kick comes down at the 10-yard line. Gets it out to the 28-yard line, and Alaska will go back on offense. So can Chicago stop them again and get back in the end zone to take the lead? What's your view on this, T-Roy?
I think that this is a very important drive for Alaska to respond. They need to respond with 7. Otherwise, Chicago, with all the momentum right now, can basically take over and potentially move to 6-1.
So up under center, Ron Cochran looking to throw, goes to the right. That one's complete. Turns it
Oh!
upfield. Nice spin
Oh!
move. Another shift move out across midfield down to the 43-yard line. Nice run after catch, Jeff Como.
And last time I called an Alaska game, I said this a lot. Como estás. And the reason why, because he made big plays against against Denver the last time I saw him. And look at that, the spin move and the juke. Are you sure he's not a running back himself? What a play!
How do
And
you,
that's
at 6'6", 215 pounds, how do you do that? That's,
he got moves like Jagger.
I guess. Cochran to throw again, going to the left-hand side this time. It's complete and stopped for a 7-yard gain. That's J.W. Doyle. 2nd down and 3.
But those of you who are new to the SFL, this is why Alaska is the 3-time champions, because they can make big plays in pressure situations. And so far, that's 2 back-to-back. They're in field goal range and they're looking to get 6 on the board and extend their lead back to 10.
Going to Doyle to the right-hand
nice
side,
block.
gets the first down across the 32, the 25-yard line. Stopped there by A.J. Barnes, but another good block springs that run for J.W. Doyle.
And who made that block? Minson again. You see why he's on this team. He's been making an impact all game long. As a receiver out of backfield, he did a good job carrying the ball, and then he's opening up huge lanes for his fullback, J.W. Doyle.
So Alaska working quick all the way down at the 25-yard line already on this drive. Going to go empty backfield for Cochran. Short drop, throws it over the middle. That one's complete, down to the 10. Another first down for Jeff Como into the red zone.
And he just said, how you doing, Maurice Spurgeon there. He's the one covering him. Actually, Greg Gaines was the one covering Como Estas, Jeff Como there, and he made a great catch getting Alaska in the red zone. Chicago has to make a stop here. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for them to make this comeback.
Cochran to throw, going to go to Minson out of the backfield. Tries the spin move, but he is taken down quickly after a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7.
And Rich, Minson's been doing a great job getting as many yards as he can. It may be just 3 on that play, but it's very important. Each yard is very important for this Alaska Storms offense to help them get down the field and get 6 and win ball games.
2nd down and 7 at the 8-yard line. They technically can get a first down. Looking to throw. Cochran going left this time. That one is complete. Optimus Klein steps out of bounds with 1 yard short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 from the 2-yard line. I say this is J.W. Doyle territory here, Troy.
Yeah, either Doyle or Minson, but definitely the beast wearing number 45. Give him the ball, get that first down to help burn more clock. But if they get a touchdown, could be game over.
Going to Doyle to the left. He's got some room in the end zone. Touchdown, Storm. J.W. Doyle steps in untouched, I think.
That was too easy. 68 and the new signee, Minson, just gave him the easy lane to go through, uncontested. What a response by Alaska to give themselves a potential 10-point lead. I don't want to jinx it.
So Dahoud for the extra point attempt. And as long as the snap is good, he is usually automatic. But that was a bad snap last time around. This time it is good. So with 7:15 left in the game, Alaska extends their lead to 10, 20-10 over Chicago. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. back here in the Thunderdome in Chicago. And, you know, we talked about Chicago having momentum, T-Roy, but Alaska just kind of responded and said, no, I think, here you go.
And I'll start with Jeff Como making the spin move and a juke that helped get Alaska into Chicago's territory in one play, and then the rest was history. Great job by the Alaska offense. We'll see if Chicago's offense can respond, and since it's only 7:13 left, they may have to abandon the running game.
So you saw the chat window jump up on the screen there real quick. For those of you not in the chat tonight, make sure you get out there before the end of the game and get involved and meet some of the SFL regulars here. That pass to the left is complete. Corey Carter gains 8, second down and 2.
And that's a good.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to quickly say that's a good start. Go ahead, Rachel.
If you are, and again, if you are new to league, if you just kind of caught this and are going, what in the world is this? This is the Simulation Football League. We are the world's first controllerless e-sport, and you can get involved. There's not every player, but most players on the field that you're seeing right now are represented by a real person. And they get into our Discord chat, which you can do also. And on Wednesday, we are signing another group of rookies. So, boy, what a hit. Ash Odom, his shoulder into the defender, and said that's enough, and got his first down. First down and 10, Alaska. If you get out to our website, simulationfl.net, and click on the Discord link, get in the Discord, and get to the introduction channel, check out the information channel, and get involved. You can be on the field next week, just like some of these rookies are this week. Drops back to throw. E.T. King throws right. That one's complete. And that'll be a second down and 3 after that 7-yard gain by Buchanan Simons.
And I know Chicago wants to get their newly signed rookie, Chase Earl, involved in this game, but Alaska did their homework. They thought that they was going to give him the ball early. They've been covering him very well. But we'll see if Chicago will look his way in the near future.
So second down and 3. Going to hand it off to Odom up the middle, makes some room for himself, and he gets out across the 45 and enough for a first down. First and 10 for Chicago from the 45.
And as you see there, Ash Odom did his part, got 110 yards rushing today, but Chicago unfortunately hasn't been putting the points on the board. We'll see if E.T. King and company can change that and get themselves back in this game.
Cochran, or E.T. King to throw, complete, gets behind the defense. Can he break the tackle? No, he's gets stopped, but he's inside the red zone. J.C. Torres got open, and Chicago is in business.
Now, I know Ryan Tobin made the tackle. Great play by Torres, inside slant, help him get open there, but let's give a little shout out to Carroll there. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed Torres down. That could be the difference in this drive, because if he didn't attempt to make that tackle, Torres was gone for 6.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Torres slowed him down enough, or Carroll slowed him down enough for Ryan Tobin to get back there and make the tackle. Otherwise, you're right, he'd have been in. There's Odom, bounces it to the outside and slowed up, but we're going to go into no huddle.
I like this decision.
Tempo here. I agree. E.T. King with 2 backs, single receiver to the right. Looking to throw, going to the right. That one's complete and caught, stepped out of bounds to stop the clock. J.C. Torres, gain of 4, third down and 6.
Now, it won't be the end of the world for Chicago if they get 3 here, but their defense is going to have to stop Alaska from scoring. But I know Chicago they're inside the red zone. They're inside the 10-yard line. They want to get 6 here and put the pressure back on Alaska. We'll see if that happens on this drive.
4 wide for E.T. King. Ash Odom to his right. In the shotgun, drops back to throw. Got pressure coming, throws it in the end zone, open, touchdown, Wildcats. Nice route by Buchanan Simons to get open in the back of the end zone, and E.T. King delivers a strike.
Inside slant, a double move. The Alaska defender must have thought that Simons was going to go to the outside. He cuts it back in, wide open. Unfortunately, that was the Iceman, Gervin, who took the wrong route. Thought that Simons was going to go the other way. What a response by Chicago. And now their defense is going to have to stop Alaska so they can get a chance to either send this to overtime or potentially move to 6-1.
High snap, but he gets it down. The extra point is good. 4:11 left in this one, folks, and Chicago cuts the lead back to 3. Alaska 20, Chicago 17. Here you see the graphic up on your screen. That's how you get involved, folks. If you're new, check that out. Make sure you get out to the website, like I said, simulationfl.net, and get involved. Your next opportunity to sign and get on the field is Wednesday. These teams will be signing some more rookies, and you will be on the field next week for your team's game. You can, like the other rookies in the game tonight, you can be from couch to field in 1 week.
And folks, just think about this. I know fantasy football season is just about to start. Think of the SFL as fantasy football, except for the fact that you are the players, and you can help your team win instead of relying on other people that you have no control over.
Hands it off to Doyle right up the middle. He's going to gain 3, 2nd down and 7. Going back to your fantasy football analogy, it's kind of like, I've heard it mentioned before. It's like fantasy football on steroids.
Yes.
You're so involved in everything you do, and everything everybody else on your team does affects the way that your season goes. And it really is a team effort, folks. You don't think it is, but it really is.
You get really invested into it. So I highly suggest you guys join us.
Going to the right to Doyle. He's got some room. He gets out across the 36 to the 37. And that's enough for a first down. First down and 10, Alaska.
Now, I want to see if we get Doyle's animation. No, we just missed it. Doyle just basically grabbed himself up, swing his arm clockwise before he got that ball to give himself a mental charge, per se, to get that first down, extend this drive, and to burn some clock.
Up under center, Ron Cochran. 2 backs, everybody else in tight. Dragging out the clock, going to Doyle to the right again, has some room. He gets out to the 41, gain of 5. Stopped by Blake Craze. Bring up 2nd down and 5. We talked about getting involved as a player, T-Roy. There's all kinds of other ways to get involved in this league. Just like we do. We call these games. There's a broadcast team. There's a stats team. There's a beat team that does all the writing and the articles. There's all kinds of ways you can get involved, coaching and eventually owning a team and managing and scouting, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do in this league. Going to ride Doyle a little bit farther, going to left. He's got the first down, ducks under a tackle, and gets into Chicago territory to the 49-yard line. First down and 10.
Yeah, that is very important. Any role in this league is definitely welcome. So if you don't want to be a player, but you want to be a coach, please sign up. We can get you there quick, fast, and hurry.
Yeah, I did not join the league originally to be a player. Joined to be a broadcaster. But got hooked. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning, folks. Well, it's going to be a wild ending. Chicago 17, Alaska 20. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. We'll be back after this. Two minutes left in this one, folks. Chicago trails by 3. Alaska with the ball just inside Chicago territory. Going to go to Doyle up the middle again, and he stopped after a 4-yard gain, and Chicago's going to start taking their timeouts. Hendershot on the stop that time.
And this is an important series of downs here. If Alaska gets the first down, this game is basically over. Chicago needs to stop them here, force them to punt.
Back in, everybody in tight, the big heavy formation. Doyle and Minson in the backfield. Going to go to Doyle to the left. Misses the tackle in the backfield, but Doyle is still dropped for a short gain, and Chicago takes their second timeout.
Well, the important thing is that they got Chicago to use their second timeout, but number 68 of Alaska completely misses block after his running back Minson sold out to make his block. If that block was made by 68, that was the first down. That was ball game.
So huge play here for Chicago on 3rd down and 4. Going to hand it off to Doyle up the middle, and he is stopped. Does not get the first down. Chicago will take their last time out, but Hendershot gets in there. I think Blake Craze was in on that one. There were 2 or 3 different Chicago players in on that stop. And 4th down and 3, and it should be an Alaska punt.
Very important stop by Chicago. Good job by two of the top 5 leading tacklers coming into this week, Blake Craze and Quint Hendershot. Now we'll see if Alaska's special teams can pin Chicago deep on this punt right here.
The punt is away, and it bounces inside the 10 and slides down and deads the ball at the 4. So now we're looking at the Alaska defense, and Ryan Davidson is in the top 5 in interceptions on the season with 4. Ryan Davidson, the cornerback for Alaska, and they're going to be hoping he comes up with his 5th on the season right here. So in the I formation, E.T. King, he's got 1:39 left, no timeouts. Drops back into his own end zone, throws left. That one's complete, but he does not get out of bounds. J.C. Torres gains 4, but does not get out of bounds. Clock still rolling. King with a deep drop, goes deep down the middle, complete. Caught down to the 35-yard line. Again with Torres, but again, the clock's still rolling, 1:09 left. E.T. King taking some time, drops back to throw, goes right, and that one's close to being picked off. And again, who were we just talking about, T-Roy? Davidson.
The Iceman had opportunity to put this game away. He was the one covering Corey Carter, but good job by him and looks like Tobin. I think that was Tobin who also got in the path. No, Francis, I'm sorry. Good job by them to make sure that that was the complete catch, but the clock stopped, so that actually helped Chicago twofold there.
You can see the chat up on the screen. Things going nuts in the chat. Watching the end of this game. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left in the shotgun, no backs. Got to throw the ball now, throwing deep down the right-hand side. He's got his man tipped and incomplete. And again, knocked down by Ryan Davidson. 3rd down and 10.
He has so many opportunities to pick off the ball today. I'm kind of shocked that he doesn't have more than just 1 interception in today's game. The great pat down by him, but he gives Chicago another chance to extend his drive.
2 receivers right, single to the left in the I formation, drops back to throw, has time, goes deep down the middle, complete, down to the 35-yard line. Still rolling. Corey Carter, they're going to get to the line quick. Here comes E.T. King. 38 seconds left, drops back to throw. Going to the right, trying to get out of bounds to stop the clock, and he does not get there. Clock's still rolling, another first down at the Alaska 22.
Down the ball.
26 seconds left on the clock. E.T. King is not going to spike it, throws it to the right, complete. and gets the first down, and I believe he got out of bounds that time. 8
Yes, he did.
seconds left. Buchanan Simons finally able to get that clock stop. Oh, the clock is running. 8
Oh, it's
seconds
still
left.
running.
It is still running.
They
Four,
gonna try it.
three,
They need to
they're
hike the
gonna try
ball
and go
now. The
to it.
game's over.
Oh,
Wow.
they're not going to get there. Oh, my gosh. What an ending to this game, folks. They could not get the snap off before the end of the game. And Chicago goes down to Alaska 20-17.
Wow. They thought that the clock may have stopped.
I think so, too.
I'm shocked.
I
thought he went out of bounds. I seriously did, but the ref denied it, and they can't challenge. You can't challenge a guy going out of bounds, so that's a viewpoint. What a job by Alaska, making sure that Chicago did not go out of bounds in that play. Otherwise, we basically had the same finish between, what was that, from that no fun league, St. Louis and Tennessee. That was just as epic of a finish as this one, but unfortunately poor clock management burned Chicago at the end. Otherwise they would have moved to 6-1. They had to settle for 5-2.
Wow, that is just shocking to me. I thought he was out of bounds.
I did too.
But wow, what a second half by Chicago to come back and really make this one a game right up to the last second.
Yeah, they figured things out, Rich.
Yeah, they did, and we were too shocked to talk about this overall stats, but it was really even. At the end of the game, the stats going back and forth between these two teams was really even. I can't remember the details, but there you see Dahoud getting his first miss on the season. He's 2 for 3 today.
Yeah, I think Real is still shocked of how the game ended. I seriously thought he went out of bounds. Great win by Alaska. I know Chicago is kicking themselves right now.
Ron Cochran is the player of the game, 35 for 46, 305 yards and a touchdown. That's a 91.3 QBR. Well, folks, I think my heart can't take any more right now, so we're going to end this one. I don't know how I'm going to make it to the end of the night, but we're going to end this one. Don't forget, 9:30 Eastern time, right back here on 11 Sports. The fan night game of the week, Tallahassee and Atlanta. So make sure you're back here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys being here. For Troy Gaines, I am Rich Pratchard. Thank you again. We will see you next time. Good night.